Yo, what it do, y'all? Alright, we are here. We are down. We got 1.3 million subscribers. Yo, hey, shout out to him. Alright, so if you guys know, we're Nick Bear. He's been around for a minute. He's been around for a minute and killing it. You know what I mean? Happy for him. I know his background wasn't always fitness. I think he was doing something else. There's a average everyday individual who decided to jump into fitness and pursue that passion, became where we at today. So about Nick Bear. Am I covering his name? Let me see. Let me go up. Bam, Nick Bear. So I'm gonna blow it up for now. I'm putting it back down. All right. So I want to check into this vid. You know what I mean? Oh damn, it's 31. I thought it was shorter than that. Damn. Oh well. Anyways, it came to my attention, so we're gonna do it. All right, it's 30 minutes long. We're gonna see what's good. All right, see what's good. Do a reaction. Y'all get to know Nick Bear. So it's run far and lift heavy with Lucy Davis. All right, Hyrox prep. Let's do this. All right, so real quick, just so you guys don't, if you guys don't know it yet, he just did his Hyrox competition. I think it's Masters Men. Is it Masters Men? I could be wrong. I think he got fifth in Masters Men at a time of 1 hour and 5 minutes, if I'm correct. Like check the facts. I could be wrong, but but I believe fifth, 1 hour and 5 minutes, which is really well. You know what I mean? Really well. For especially it being his first comp. You know what I mean? I think it was in Texas too. Alright.
So over the next couple days and weeks, we have lots going on. We are getting closer to Hyrox Dallas, which is November 23rd, 2024. And with each additional day as we get closer, I'm getting more amped up to throw down in Dallas. I can't.
Alright, so real quick, guys. So you see Nick, now, he actually used to be bigger. You know what I mean? This is his aerobic phase. You know what I mean? Though not saying he didn't have aerobic in his life, it was definitely a practice in his life. But this is more of a aerobic phase, Nick Bear, because he still run far, lift heavy. It says in the title. You know what I mean? Practicing the hybrid train that they started. You know what I mean? Which is like the new thing. I mean, it's always been a thing, but now it's like a new thing as far as the name goes and stuff like that. But this is a small version of what he used to be. He used to be a lot bigger. All right, still jacked though.
Cannot wait to just compete in this new style of competition that it's different from what I've competed in the past. We're also preparing for our annual Black Friday sale, which I'm anticipating to be our biggest sale in the history of BPN. So the team is preparing for that launch. And right now we have BPN's newest athlete, Lucy Davis, in town.
All right, so he's talking about BPN. I'm not gonna try to talk too much. What? 111. All right, I'm not trying to talk too much, but I get mixed up in it because like there used to be BPN products. You know what I mean? Like the company that sponsored Rich Froning when he was doing big in CrossFit. So I don't know if it's his own BPM, they combine separate. You know what I mean? So I get mixed up. But I think this is his company, a BPM. It's pretty dope. He's sponsoring athletes. I think this girl's sponsored. He got a couple other athletes that he sponsors. It's cool because he's not just reaching for pro athletes, but athletes that have potential and try to grow their lives and ability. So it's something I've noticed about him. It's pretty dope.
Now Lucy lives in the UK. She's in Austin right now, creating content with our team as we prepare to announce her as our newest official athlete. I'll be training with her. I'll be recording some podcasts with her. She's preparing for Manchester Hyrox right now, and she's a very, very strong athlete. Lucy participated and ran the speed project with us.
And if you guys don't know what Hyrox is, I did a video reaction on Hyrox, so go check it out.
A few months ago, I got to know Lucy a little bit more, and through forming that relationship, her joining the BPN team just made sense. And over the last couple of years, as the brand has evolved, as our mission has evolved, as our purpose has evolved, as our tone of voice, and how we talk to people and who we're talking to has evolved as well, it's become even more important to me as the founder and CEO to align with people, to join BPN who fit our mission, who fit our values. It has to match. There can't be a misalignment. If there's a misalignment, it's not going to work. Lucy truly embodies the BPN mission of Going More. Lucy embodies our message and what we're about. She is committed. We are a brand for the committed. She is committed to pursuing excellence, in achieving her goals, in chasing down her wildest aspirations. And she is someone who puts in the work. And I respect that. Every single day, she is putting in the work. She is committed to doing the things that she says she is gonna do. And the alignment between her and BPN is so strong, and it feels so right. I'm so excited for this partnership. So Lucy's in town right now. We're gonna get after it. She's gonna go crush Manchester Hyrox. And I'm excited for the future of BPN, where we're heading, what we're building, and who we're doing it with. People like Lucy. People who...
Alright, cool. So to talk about Nick Bear, this is what I appreciate about him. He's like your ideal athlete, but more of a leader. You know what I mean? He's more of a leader in my eyes. He's definitely about, going after and pursuing goals. So that's why I see him. I see him as a very, qualified and successful leader, especially in the fitness community and the sporting world too. You know what I mean? Because clearly, he's going after in a competitive sense too. So I definitely see him as an elite leader. You know what I mean? I got different categories. I know he wants to go out and start winning things, and part of winning is making achievements. So he does do achievements, but to win comps like Hunter, Hunter's a Hyrox athlete that competes in Benway. Nick Bear just did his first, so he got fifth, in his division, which is really good. So we'll see, if he's the winning athlete or just a very elite athlete but a winning leader. All right, so that's how I'm gonna separate this. All right, he's doing great though. All right,
we were committed.
Listen, let me just say, I told her, hey, bring some stuff because Texas gets cold. She's like,
can you make this brighter?
She's talking mad shit. I mean, I wouldn't have brought some. And guess what? This whole time she's had to borrow my sweater twice. She refused to bring warm clothes. I tell her, yes, it gets hot during the day.
I can go on
but it's freaking cold.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning. For a nature week first.
A nature week?
Yeah. I just need to find where.
Can barely see.
Exactly.
No, you can just pop in there. Just be careful of snakes.
Is that really a thing?
I mean, yeah, if you're in the middle of Texas, you got your phone on you?
Yeah, it would just do a little flashlight.
I'm gonna get bit on my bum.
I can definitely do 1080 because this is a 1080 screen. You see how it looks. If you don't look good, I'm gonna drop it. Let me see 720. 720.
Yeah. I'm really glad it feels so great today.
1080. Looks the same. Well, we'll keep on
Time
1080.
of day, in my opinion, is the hardest. Like visually, I can't see. I guess the sun is rising. I can't see anything. I've gone on trail runs before.
We can
this time of
barely
day,
see anything.
And I'm trying to find the trail. I'm trying to find the trees. Trying to find the road. Like, it's so hard to see, and especially with the time change this past couple days, my whole like perception of my routine is thrown off because the sun's coming up. I'm behind. Like the day is already gone. It's already gone.
All right, so one thing that you'll notice, because Nick Bear, I think he's a family of 4, a wife and 2 kids. He might have 3. I'm not sure. Anyways, with that, his business and all that stuff, you'll notice that he trains really early in the morning. I think there was a time when they got like 4 or 5 running early in the morning, and that's just one of the sessions. But I think he had about 2 to 3 sessions a day, if I'm correct. I could be wrong. 2 to 3 sessions on a training day. Let me say that. 2 to 3 sessions on a training day, if I'm correct. And the first one starts about 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning.
Because usually when I finish the run, it's still completely pitch black. And just like seeing a little bit of light mentally is messing me up. So today is
I dig that.
Lucy's last day in America.
That's their model behind their brand.
And then she's coming back to the US.
In a week.
back and forth. Texas is now going to be 50% of Lucy's new home.
Yeah.
How many days out are you from?
I think Nick is what, 6'1"?
I think on Sunday, it's Tuesday, so
6'2", which is a great height, I think, for Hyrox, because a lot of athletes that's been winning is above 6 feet.
Singles
solo. It is
Solo.
open weight first, because pro weight was sold out, and I got a last minute ticket to this one. My pro is a month later in France. But it's alright. I'm alright about that. I can just test the waters, see how it goes,
and then send it at the pros.
and then send it at the pros.
So she's in the taper right now. We'll keep mileage a little lighter, intensity a little lower right now. I've logged 4 miles already.
That's what we like. That's a good time.
Well,
We'll do like 5 miles, which is
That's
around
perfect for me.
8k.
Yep.
Around 8k.
So we're gonna head. We're gonna show her. This is Lake Georgetown right here.
For Nick to keep the amount of muscle that he has with all that aerobic stuff he been doing is admirable. You know what I mean? You know he's on it. Because if you ain't on it, he would be a lot smaller. You'll see a couple of other Hyrox athletes that are much smaller than Nick. So for him to maintain what he got, props to him. Because it's tough. It's tough.
We'll head up over the dam. Usually when it's not cloudy and it's nice and bright, beautiful sunrise over the lake.
I can imagine it.
It's beautiful.
I can envision it.
It's beautiful. So we'll go up there for a little bit. We'll turn around, come back into Texas Country Road, see some longhorns, and then we'll wrap up with some overnight.
What is a longhorn?
Oh, you're about to find out. About to find out. You're gonna learn today.
So real quick, one thing, as you can tell, they're moving pretty at a decent pace. All right, so there's something I want to throw out. I mean, I've been having conversations about this, and one thing I've concluded and gonna stick with is that there's definitely a way to run. You know what I mean? There's definitely a way to run. There's a technique behind running. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, at the end of the day, the perfect way to run is your way, the way that's suited for you. To get the job done and to enhance your performance at its best, or have your performance be performed as best. But there is definitely, I've learned a technique or a fundamental way of how to run in order to achieve greatness. You know what I mean? We'll say it like that. So I'm gonna put it out there, because going out and running will definitely be a huge benefit for conditioning, aerobic, all that other stuff. But to be a competitive runner or to be someone of elite level, there's definitely a fundamental way behind it. I'm gonna throw it out there. All right, I'm gonna skip all the running.
Do you know what it is? When you're having good
Alright.
conversation, you kind of forget how you're running.
Those are my most favorite runs. When you're talking with someone, you don't look at your watch, you don't get pace, you just settle in.
That's not great.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
All right, so
Ideally, when you're running and talking at the same time, that's what they consider their zone 2. I'm not going to say that they were at zone 2. They may be pushing a little bit more, but ideally, a zone 2 pace is where you can still socialize and be active at the same time. You know what I mean? At a comfortable, a comfortable means of communication. You know what I mean?
my first Hyrox is in what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
And you've done how many doubles so far?
5 or 6.
5 doubles.
Yeah.
Number one piece of advice. What is it?
For you?
For me, for my first one.
Do you know what? One of the biggest things is try not to listen too much to. There's a lot of voices, a lot of other people being like, don't go out too fast, don't do this, don't do that. You know your body more than anyone else.
Yeah.
I've messed up in competitions, people are like, oh, slow down on this station, or do this on that, or pull your runs back here. You know when you're competing your own body more than anyone, and like you especially will. And I've messed up in races because they're like, oh, they said to slow down on this, they said to speed up. No. You know how to race, you know how you feel. If you start feeling really good, go for it. If you want to pull it back on a particular station, pull it back on a particular station. Only you know. And also, you're a very, very strong runner. So use that
Run strong.
to your advantage, 100%. It's my favourite part, is the running. It's a running race. It's got like 8 or 9k worth of running in it.
I explained it as a running race with obstacles.
Yeah.
All right, so let me touch that real quick. All right, so if you're an individual athlete, if you're an athlete that's going solo, meaning that you don't have no coach, you don't have anybody, overlooking you, or monitoring you as you train and compete, then that's definitely the mindset to go. But if I always suggest to have some type of coach, and not coach, a trusted companion who is honest about your performance. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it is best to have a second eye on, on competing. You know what I mean? When to go strong, when to pull back, all that stuff. Because sometimes, there's a piece that she touched. You know what I mean? If you're feeling really good, then go at it. I am very huge on that. But at the same time, if you're feeling really good and you go at it too hard where the event is, not seen correctly, you can easily shoot yourself in the foot. Now, I know don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure that she knows what she's talking about. Like, I stand by that, you know what I mean, even for what I just throw out. But I'm just adding on top of that. I do suggest having a coach. For a lot of competitive athletes, you know what I mean, to have a coach or someone a trusted companion that knows, who's honest about your performance and results, so you can have a complete solid survey of the floor of the competition, and you can guys make solid game plans and executions at it.
It is. That's what it is.
Do you race? I've met so many people who try to war game a race and strategize. Like, I'm gonna hit this time on this event. I'm gonna hit this pace on this iteration run. Do you approach it that way, or do you just go out and compete based off feel?
I don't for the stations. I kind of pretty much know in my head where I should be at, but I'm not really looking at it. I'm just looking at hitting 1,000 meters, or if I feel good, I'll pull harder. The runs I will try and pace.
Yeah.
So I will set my watch to a run. So when I'm running it clocks, so I'm being like, you're at this pace, you're at this pace. Because in my head, if I'm behind on that, I know I can. There's something in me that can pick it up.
You can make up.
I can make up for it. Whereas you can't. How are you tactically supposed to like the sleds? I know when to stop on the sleds. I'll stop like every half or do a full and then a half. No, I'm not fixated on it. I don't want to stress about that in the race.
I'm gonna say I'm planning on just kind of racing based off effort.
Yeah.
Like, in my head, I know what paces I want to hit at certain parts of the race.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I know my body.
Yeah.
Just go out, like put out the biggest effort I can hold without going over red line.
Yeah, you're gonna be great.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for you. Really cool.
Thanks for being there. Lucy's gonna actually be there. She's coming
I'm
back.
gonna be in Dallas.
She's coming back to the U.S. for Hyrox Dallas.
All right, so one more piece. She's one of the few. You can tell she's very aware of herself, and that this is not her first. It's not her first go around. You tell she's been a competitive athlete for a while, and more than anything, an individual athlete. Because what she's saying, like I said, if you're a solo athlete, and a lot of solo athletes do great. Like, some of the greats. You know what I mean? So like, she's one of the few. So what she says, if you're that type of athlete, I'll definitely take on what she says because it's solid facts. So, so there's my piece, there's her piece. You gotta take where it works best for you and go with it. All right.
Hop on up. Nothing like eating overnight BPN protein oats in Texas.
So much. I always see it when you sit here on the back of your truck. Never thought I'd be the person sat here. How are you breaking that? Do you put that in it?
You can. Let's do it.
Put it in it.
Honestly, one of my favorite things to do is make protein sludge with a vegan. It gets like pasty. It's honestly so good.
That needs a new name because sludge.
Sludge. I wouldn't really say sludge is like an American term. It's more of like a Nick Bear term.
Yeah.
I've been sludging for years.
Well, it's like cake.
It's dense. Pretty good, right?
Oh my god, it's so good.
Uh-huh.
How does it taste like that? Why is that consistency like that?
So this is what I do.
Oh my god, Danny, that's so good.
I do half a cup of old-fashioned oats, half a serving of pumpkin seeds, 1 scoop of whey, 1 scoop of vegan, and I add a splash of milk, and I add water until it's a really thick consistency. You want the consistency to be like, you almost can't mix it.
Yeah,
it's
it's
thick. You
thick.
put it in the fridge overnight.
I mean, it looks delicious.
And in the morning, you add
I can't have whey though,
chocolate
so.
dates.
All right, let's go. Let's see more. All right, so that was the first session, which was like sometime morning. It looked like it was like 5, 6-ish. I'm gonna push more 6s since sun's starting to come out, so it's probably a 5 going to 6.
I mean, this one's maybe not this one.
I originally let Lucy take lead on music, and she, I think, just assumes that here in Texas we listen to just like 80s, just rock and roll, classic rock and roll. So we're gonna play some good Southern Texas country for her. Here's what we got. So we're gonna kick it off with 4 800-meter repeats on the assault runner, and this is gonna be a partner workout section. So as I'm doing my 800-meter repeat on the assault runner, she'll be on the bike erg. We'll set the bike erg at a damper of 10, and you're just putting max effort out on the bike erg while your partner runs. So we'll do 4 800s, partners on the bike during that rest period. And then we're gonna move into 4 times 500-meter rows, max effort with a 40-meter sled push in between each. So 40 meters is down and back. Then we're gonna
It's really far. Okay.
break it up as you see fit. Then 4 times 500-meter ski, max effort with a 40-meter lunge in between each. And then we'll finish off, we'll cash out with 100 wall balls.
Unbroken.
unbroken.
You know,
We'll see about that.
my kryptonite wall balls. You know, I have gotten a lot better with them, but that is my kryptonite. Sheesh. That's not too bad. That's very lengthy though. It's gonna. See, I'm excavating about 40 or 50 minutes, if that. We'll see. We'll see. That's my guess. 40, 50, 4 times. 4 times. 4 times. 2 times. That's 1 mile. So we got 2 miles. A little over a mile. A little over a mile. Sled push. Yep. I'd say about 40, 50 minutes.
If you do 100 broken wobbles at Hyrox, you get a special flag.
I mean, I can tell you right now, I'm not doing 100.
If you could do 100 unbroken,
I'll try my best, but
you killing it.
that's a workout. We're about to let it rip. Lucy, what do you got for us? Give me something.
Give you something what? As in, what was a quote or music? Motivate you. Do hard things. Do you know what? Change is the best thing that could ever happen to you, and you will not change unless you create that change for yourself, and that is, I feel like, exactly what we're about to do today. I mean, you know when someone writes the word rest, like rest, recovery, rest, damn
I say he picked the right athlete.
They add up. No,
You know
I'm
what I
actually
mean?
very excited. I feel as though we train very similar.
He picked the right athlete
Myself
on
and
this
Nick.
one.
My biggest thing, what I've always wanted to do, and like a goal of mine, which is why it's so wild that I'm here training, is to be like the female Nick, and to be doing this sort of session. I'm very privileged to be here, I won't lie. I'm a little bit nervous, I get nervous for sessions like this because I want to put everything into it, and I will, and you're going to see that.
Alright, we're just gonna watch some of this. Where we at? Oh, we're doing pretty well. Not bad. Better than I thought. Alright, cool. Let's get through. Let's do max effort, sled push, 500 meters. Alright. So 500 meters, ideally let's say 140 to 2 minutes. 140 to 2 minutes, depending on how aggressive you go at it. A solid pace is just 2 minutes, 250 per minute on the rower. And the sled's gonna be taxing. And they got, I think it was what? Was it kgs? Oh my gosh, was it 25 kgs? I think it was 25 kgs on a sled for the comp. What was it, 6 plates? 450 sled push plus a sled. It's normally 55, about 500 pound sled push. That's just a guess. I'm not for. I'll have to look it up. Skiing. All right, they're on the skier. Lunges. Let me see. How heavy? That's the question. How heavy? Yes. Yeah.
It makes the workout completely different when you're competing against someone. I mean, I
don't know if you're competing with me. I think I'm competing with you.
No. There were times I was like holding on to you. That was a high effort,
So
high output workout.
men's pro.
Heart rate really didn't have any time to recover.
All right.
That whole time.
202 kg.
100 wobbles and broken?
Yep.
I know, my grip goes on the ski.
450.
Look at that.
Yep.
Do you know I got these tattoos after our podcast in
Yeah, I mean 445 to be exact.
Love that.
But, say 450 around it up. So for men's pro, Hyrox, 450 pounds. And then it said 153 for open. 340 pounds. All right, 340 pounds for men's open, men's pro, 450. 20-pound wall bar. All right, whoa. Nick. Whoa. Whoa. Well, okay. Nick, what are we doing? All right, we're going back to full height. All right, I think that was the deepest it goes. All right, I'm just gonna go find the smallest part of his hip. Right, that go up a little. I might have. All right, so we're gonna say it's like right here. Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick. Oh man, you doing me like that, Nick. You doing me like that, Nick. Yeah, see, it didn't go lower after that. Damn, Nick. Why you do me like that? It's all good. I was just playing. You know what I mean? That's the CrossFitter in me. But we're good. It's not that serious, real talk. I mean, he's good. He got fit.
A great session. One of the changes I made this last 2 weeks is
11.
reducing overall train volume, but upping the intensity.
Right.
So during these circuits,
Increasing the weight.
During these circuits, I'm focusing on higher effort, higher heart rate, less periods, greater intensity, working on that stay power.
So one thing I did say increase weight because I just want to weigh increase intensity, but I also have to say because let me add on this, 'cause I don't want to cause confusion. You don't need. We was focused on intensity and not heavy weight, not on numbers but intensity. You know what I mean? That's what you explain now. Don't focus so much on numbers. Your body don't grow off of numbers. You know what I mean? Not off of the number of weight it is, but the intensity of the environment. You know what I mean? The intensity of the push, the intensity of the exercise. You know what I mean? There are ways to increase intensity without increasing weight. You know what I mean? Or focusing on a particular number. All right, don't focus on numbers. Focus on focus on intensity. All right, and that's what he's explaining now. He's gonna get more into it than what I'm saying. All right, so let's backtrack a little bit and let him explain that.
Higher effort, higher heart rate, less periods, greater intensity, working on that stay power. I want to build this strong aerobic engine that can carry me 60 minutes from start to end through running and functional movements. It is 8:44 a.m. November 12th. Our annual Black Friday sale goes live in 16 minutes.
Ooh.
We only do 2 sales a year.
Yeah.
We do a Black Friday sale, we do a 4th of July sale. So we have the team in here that is kind of the A team that's prepping for the sale to go live.
How far is that from each other? Is that 6 months?
Hits, the entire BPN staff, all team members, will flood into the suite and we'll put all the data, our live Shopify platform on the TV so we can all watch.
Okay, July 4th.
Revenue growing.
Our
now,
August.
These sales are really significant for this team. One, because it's meaningful
July,
for business,
August,
and we can track progress
September,
year
October.
over year. But it's a huge
About 5 months
exercise
difference.
for the entire organization. I've talked about this many times before, but every department from brand and marketing and supply chain
All right.
and operations.
So we're in the business side of Nick. 2 times a year, July 4th, Black Friday. Black Friday, you know, he has it a little longer because this was made. Is it the same? Let me shorten it a little bit. Damn. All right, this was made 10 days ago. All right, so and Thanksgiving today is the 16th. So I mean the 26th. So he's holding it for a while. He hasn't run for a while. All right, so let y'all know if you're into it. One more rep. Go one more. BPM. All right.
Running multiple shifts, becoming more efficient, hopefully getting it worked out even faster than we did 4th of July. So, it's exciting, it's nerve-wracking.
All right, let's go. All right. Business side of Nick.
Right on pace. We got through 3,000 orders in the first 6 minutes on July 3rd. So.
All right. Oh, man, look at that. Ooh, man, all that money being made.
We're 30 minutes into the sale right now. The team's in there.
So you see you got a team.
Big emphasis.
See you got a warehouse.
Live. And wasn't the commission.
All right. All right.
Alright, so one of the big changes we made.
All right, cool. So I just wanted to get into the fitness side of it. It looks cool. It's really cool. Very educational, and you know on his training. Of course, it's not everything, but we learned a lot. You know, especially from Lucy. Lucy dropped a couple of gems as far as like mentality. You know how I come at it. Competition and stuff like that. You can feel her aura. Like you can see it. You can tell she's solid. You know what I mean? I think he did a great job, sponsoring this athlete. I think she's going to definitely be an asset to the team. And, she definitely have, good goals and ambitions. She said she want to be, a mirror of Nick, but as a female, you know what I mean? Which I can definitely see that, coming her way. So anyways, this is it. This is the life of the day of Nick Bear and Lucy Davis. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay great.